What's up, everybody? Mix of Games here, coming at you with part number 18, Give Me Some Cap Connected Franchise Series. So, in our last episode, we actually just got out of our first NFL draft, and in my personal opinion, it was actually a really good success. We got our starting left tackle and our left tackle of the future, Long Lewis, superstar development, 95 strength, and we are definitely going to be able to get a lot of XP to increase his run and pass block, which is already above 80, which is absolutely amazing. I'm surprised he's only a 75 overall, but that is because of his awareness. To me, he's definitely at least a guaranteed 80 overall. But we also made a few other pickups along the line, and made some good changes up to our defense. But in this episode, what we are going to tackle is a couple more positions of need. We do have to look for a strong safety. We're going to look for a couple corners and possibly a right end, and maybe a free safety if we do see fit. So let's head into free agency and let's see what kind of guys we can actually pick up. So I quickly ran through them, and we did see a couple veterans that would actually be some pretty nice additions. So let's see exactly who we have. And right off the bat, I'm just going to sort everybody with the highest awareness because, like I said, we're looking for kind of like a veteran guy with decent stats all around and some pretty legit good awareness, speed, and everything all about. So right off the top, we do have Brandon Carr, who is 32 years old, 87 speed, 76 man, 77 zone, and pretty decent stats all the way around. He does have some really nice traits that we got, and obviously he has the 82 play and the 80 awareness. So not too bad. Like I said, he is going to be that veteran presence in a lineup. But at 3.9 mil, let's see who else we can actually find to get that. He is under our cap limitation that I've set for this series. But let's just see who else we have. We do have Bryce McCain here. Almost pretty kind of equal, a little bit faster than Brandon Carr. Probably a little bit less coverage stats. But let's see what kind of skills he actually does have. So the only one that I do notice is he doesn't have the high motor, but he actually does have some pretty nice play recognition and some really nice awareness. His press is a little bit lower than what I expected. Let's see what Brandon Carr's is. Yeah, so 68 compared to 80. That's actually a pretty low drop. I do like a corner with some really nice press. So let's check out Marcus Williams here. He has 87 speed, pretty low man coverage, not going to lie, but he actually has some pretty decent zone. Some really nice play recognition, really nice hands actually. Had a 77 catch, 75 press. He does have the high motor actually, and he has 79 awareness. Okay, so not too bad. So really, these two guys, Brandon Carr and Marcus Williams, are really going to be the main guys that I'm going to be looking for. So, you know what? Let's see what Brandon Carr does have. So, pretty much 76, 77, 82. Not too shabby compared to Marcus Williams, which he does have the 68, 79, 81. But he is 5 years younger, which is actually pretty good. And he's only 4 overall points less. And they do share pretty much the similar traits. He does come in at a mil less, which is actually not too bad. So, I think what we're actually going to end up doing is we're probably going to end up signing Marcus Williams here. So we're going to bring him onto the squad. Brandon Carr, you're not that bad. You're actually pretty good. But I think we want to go a little bit younger, 5 years younger. And let's see if we can actually do that. So another guy that I do want to check out is, let's see who would be the fastest corner that we can actually pick up. So let's see here. So we do have a couple guys here. We do have Philip Gaines with 93 all across the board. We do have Everett Miller, who's actually is a rookie. And the reason why I do like picking up a fast corner is he is available to be used in as a kick return, and as well just to kind of have a faster guy out there that we would be able to develop. But Franklin Acho actually, 92 speed, 89 acceleration, 81 agility, slow agility, but he has 85 zone right off the bat. So that is actually not that bad. 71 press is alright. And of course his awareness and play recognition are going to be really low. And you know what? I do think that we want to take this guy, and we're probably going to sign him on to the practice squad. So let's see who else we can find here. So Stephen Hart, let's see, what do you got? Oh, okay, actually, hold on. So 92 speed, 87 acceleration, 78 man, 77 zone, and his play rec we're not even gonna bother counting. Neither his awareness because he is a rookie. But you know what? I think this might actually be a guy that we could probably plug in into our actual lineup and be able to do something with him in the future. So you know what? We're gonna sign him, and I think that's gonna make our cornerback set. Let's see what kind of strong safeties we have. Ooh, yeah, no one right off the bat really good, except for Darren Nixon. I don't know if we actually had him scouted or not, but let's check him out. So 91 speed, pretty good speed, decent tackling, and okay hit power. I would actually like to see a little bit more of a hit power there, but not too shabby, not too shabby. He is an automatic upgrade from our strong safety right now. But I think what we're going to do is, if we can't trade for a safety, we're going to have to come back to Darren, and we're going to check him out. So let's see what kind of D lineman we need. So we do need a right end, but I actually have no problem with swapping over a right end, or a left end to a right end. And actually, I see right off the back, Tyler Ford. So he does have 86 speed. He's 88 acceleration, 76 power moves, not too bad, 79 tackling, 76 strength, that's actually pretty low. I kind of like my ends with a little bit more power than. But he is a speed rusher, so that's totally understandable. But wow, that's actually not that bad. For 86 speed, 88 acceleration, 83 head power, that's actually pretty good. You know what? I say we jump the snap, and we actually pick up Ford here. And no worries, guys. We're going to be spending a lot of money, but at the same time, we do have to cut a few people down the road. So no guarantee that these guys are even going to make the list. But let's check out Scott Critton right here. So okay, so he's more your traditional, just powerful left end. 83 strength, 80 block shed, 78 power moves, 88 acceleration, not bad, and 78 speed, which is actually pretty nice too. And and he actually comes with a few traits right off the bat. He does have the bull rush and the high motor, which is actually pretty nice. I do like when they have bull rush. So I think we're also going to pick up Scott here, and we're going to give him a roster spot on the team. Alright, so I think that clears up our D-line. We've checked out our corners. So, you know what, just for the heck of it, let's see what kind of receivers are in the market right now. And right off the bat, the one that screams out to me is Marcus Goodwin with that 95 speed, 96 acceleration, and where is his 91 agility? There we go. So pretty decent catching, not bad. It's okay route running. 83 spectacular, 87 jumping. But his speed is really the main key that I do like here. And I think we are going to make the play and pick up Marcus Goodwin here. So we didn't need too many receivers. I think we're going to be okay with that. And I think that actually makes some pretty good changes up on our team right now. So if we go ahead and look, we still need a couple safeties, and we're going to check that out in the trade block in just a minute. But we do bump up our cornerback depth that we're just going to have to change out and plug in some pieces there. We are going to be moving over, I think what the play is going to be is probably to move over Scott and let Tyler Ford sit as a backup behind Carlos Dunlap. But I think we're going to move over Scott to our right end. So let's do that real quick. And that'll probably boost him up. Hopefully he doesn't drop too much. But he's not a speed rusher. He's definitely a 4-3, let's say versatile. We're going to save those changes. Hopefully he keeps his overall. Not that much of a transition over. And that completely changed up everything. So at the end, before the regular season, we are going to have to change this up and fix that up. So as of right now, we do have Scott and Carlos Dunlap on our ends. We do have Corey Lugitt as our DT and a couple of other guys as backups. Our linebacking core is actually pretty solid. We did pick up Zach Orr, so that's not too bad. Like I said, we do have to look up for safeties. Our cornerbacks are looking okay. We might want to check out who else we can find there. Our offensive line, I think, other than going out and finding an amazing right end, is actually not too bad. We'll keep an eye on how exactly well they do throughout the series. I'm actually liking this lineup. This is actually pretty good, and I'm expecting some pretty nice things here, not gonna lie. So let's spin to the trade center. And right off the bat, let's just see who we have on the trade block. So Trevor Simeon is the main guy right off the bat. And wow, okay, so Tevin Coleman. Okay, that's interesting. Let's check out his player card real quick. Ooh, okay, so 94 speed, 92 acceleration, 90 carry, 80 ball, 89 ball carrier division. So not that bad, actually. And the reason why I know they have him on the trade block is, as you see right there, he has 3 years of experience. And he is going to be up for a contract. So I'm not sure how much he's going to be asking for or how much he's going to be wanting. So I'm surprised that these guys are actually up here. But at the same time, I'm really not, because, like I said, most of them are going to be up for a contract, and NFL teams usually don't want to pay out for that. So let's just see what kind of receivers we can mess around with. So Travis Benjamin is up there with the biggest cap hit of all time. And we do have Philip Dorsett. Actually, let's check out his player card. Oh, okay. So, like I said before, he is also going to be up for another contract, but he does have that 96 speed, 92 acceleration, and 96 agility. He does have the drop passes trait, which is not good. That's also something that we would have to develop on him, and he also would be up for a contract. So I think we're going to stay away from him. But instead of looking at the eye candy, that's always the best part. Let's look at what kind of position we can actually fill in. So Robert Ayers, he actually comes just under our cap value, but I don't believe that we're going to be going for him at all. And Michael Johnson as well. They're also pretty stacked up. So Dietrich Wise, okay. So 85 strength, 84 agility. 84 block shed, 84 acceleration. Not that bad. So he's only 1 year in. He does have the swim move, bull rush, high motor, and strip ball. Actually, he actually seems pretty good. So, you know what? Let's see what the Patriots do need. So they do need a middle linebacker. Let's see what kind of depth we do have at middle linebacker. So we don't have much, but what about our right outside? Okay, so our right outside, we do have Whitney Merciless as our starting guy, and we do have Kevin Pierre-Louis here as a backup. So let's see what Tony Stewart would actually bring in. Let's see how much that goes up. Okay, so that barely goes up. Oh, but they also need a left end, and we actually just signed another left end, which was Tyler Ford. So he was a rookie, and he is a speed rusher. So I think we want to keep him. But let's see if Brandon Dunn actually entices them to make a little bit of play. Okay, all right, so not too shabby. So they do need a right outside linebacker. So let's see what Camu does to that. And it's not going up by much, so let's keep bringing that up. And let's see if they can actually use a running back, because we do know how much the Patriots do love their running back. And Dante, I don't think that we want to give him up just yet. But at the same time, we do have Malcolm Bond. And let's just see what that does. So if we want to do a straight up trade, let's see what a 3rd round pick in Dietrich Wise would do for this. Okay, so it's actually not that bad. So let's see if we can snag a 4th rounder, and if not, we're definitely going to go up to a 5th and possibly plug in one of our other guys in there. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to keep that 4th, and we're going to go back and let's see if we could plug in Brandon Dunn here and see what kind of offer this brings up to. Okay, so it is getting much closer, and I do believe we have a bunch of 7th rounders for this season. We actually do have a load amount of picks, which is actually going to be really sweet. We're going to be able to make a lot of different changes with that. So let's see what they would do for a 7th rounder. Okay, so they're definitely not interested in that. I'll definitely give up a 5th. We do have multiple 5ths. Actually, you know what? Let's give up a 6th rounder and see how close that actually gets the bar for us. So, okay, so most likely or not, they're definitely going to want that 5th, and I'm actually pretty comfortable with that considering that we do have 3 of them. So let's offer up that trade, and ooh, they're definitely getting a little bit closer with that. All right, so we're obviously not going to be giving up a fourth and a fourth for that. So let's see what kind of interest this brings. Okay, so Dante Foreman, what we're going to do is we're probably going to offer you guys a seventh for him. And let's see if that'll be an even swap. Okay, no, so they're probably going to want that 6. But usually the way that I know how Madden works, I think what we can do is we can actually probably get a 7th and in exchange for our 6. So let's see if this will work out. And no, it won't. So let's see if we could just do, oh wow. So they do want a 5th rounder. Okay. So, you know what, I'll do the 5th, but at the same time, I do want another pick in exchange, just for the heck of it, so that it doesn't seem like we're getting gypped off in the trade. And what do we say? Nope. Okay, so they're definitely going to take this right here. And boom. Okay, so Dietrich Wise Jr. is on our team. It's a player that fits our scheme, which is absolutely awesome. Not that bad. And we do give up a halfback, but hey, we did draft a rookie, so I think we're doing okay with that. So let's quickly check out what strong safeties are up here. So Patrick Chung as well, Jaquizit Tart, and Desmond King are the top 3 guys. But I want somebody with a little bit more oomph. So you know what? We're actually going to see what kind of major trade we could pull out here. So let's check out. So Carl Joseph. You are in your 2nd year, and he's actually really, really good. So let's see if we can actually make a play for him. So they do need a middle linebacker, and like I said, we are absolutely loaded up with picks. So I have no problem with offering them something decent for that trade. So I think what we're going to do is going to offer Zach Orr just to kind of see. Okay, yeah, so it's really, really low. And they also do need a left end. And we just picked up Tyler Ford. While at the same time, at our right end spot, I think we're actually doing pretty good here. So we did pick up Tremont Penfile, which we could probably move at left end. And we do have Dietrich Wise, which I'm not sure why he doesn't pop up here. But that's cool. I think what we're going to end up doing is we're going to put in Tyler Ford here. Let's see what kind of interest this brings in, and not even close. Okay, so this might be somebody that we're definitely going to have to offer something really, really good for. So we do have a boatload of 3rd round picks. Let's see what kind of interest this does bring. Okay, so it does boost it up quite a bit. And, okay. So let's see what kind of... So let's see D tackle. So they do need a defensive tackle. And we do have DJ here. So let's see what kind of interest this brings in. Alright, so it doesn't move up by much. I don't think that they're really interested in Zachary Orr. So I think what we're going to do, I believe we do have a couple of 2nd rounders. So no, we only have 1 2nd rounder. So we're going to offer that and see how much that bar fills up. So not that much. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to offer them a 5th. And see how much that boosted up by. Okay. So now, if we go down to our left end, bring in Tyler Ford, see how much that brings it up to. And, okay, so it is getting closer. They're probably going to want something more than a 5th rounder. So let's see what other picks we do have here. And we do have a 4th. So let's see how much closer the 4th brings up. And boom. Okay. So trade was accepted. So we get rid of Tyler Ford, which we actually just picked up in free agency. We give up a 2nd and a 4th for an 89 overall strong safety, which was probably our biggest need from right now. He's only a year or 2 into the contract, quick development, and it's going to be absolutely awesome. I think that's extremely, extremely worth it. And that is actually going to be an amazing, amazing addition to our lineup. Now, if we really do check out our defense, it is just absolutely nasty. So we have an amazing strong safety here in Carl Joseph. He does have a boatload of traits with the big hitter, strip ball, high motor, awesome green stats everywhere. Really nice awareness, decent tackling, really nice zone, speed. Everything is jumping off the board, which is absolutely awesome. So that immediately takes away from our team need. We might even look into another free safety just to kind of see what other guys we can get. So right here, this is pretty much what our lineup is going to be looking like. So we do have Dietrich Wise as our backup, which is actually not that bad, behind Carlos Dunlap, but I think it's actually going to be behind Scott because he's the true right end once we make our depth chart changes. And actually, our team is actually looking pretty nice. So we could possibly go for one more flashy corner, but I do think our main approach is probably going to be looking at that free safety spot. So we do have Andre Hall, which is a 77 overall. He's only 26, so I think what we're going to do, probably the best thing that we could do, is put down Andre Hall, let Sharice Dunbar just kind of be in there for a backup for a year, develop some XP, and yeah, so actually not too shabby. So let's just look and see what kind of free safeties are on the market that we're going to be able to just manually trade for. And it's funny because it says that we still need a right end, but we really don't. It's not a major need because it is also telling us for a QB. I do believe that we need some sort of backup middle linebacker, especially since we might need to be changing up our scheme just to kind of see what new things we can try out here. So let's check out. So Adrian Amos, he is in a contract year, so we're just going to skip right over him. I'm trying to get guys that are still a year or two into their regular contract and not someone that we're going to have to pay right off the bat at the end of the season. But Tyrann Mathieu, he is actually already out of his rookie contract, and these guys are actually wanting some pretty decent guys for him. Okay. So actually, hold on, Buda Baker is not that bad. Only 22 years old, a year into his contract, 78 overall, so he's already better than what we have. Nice zone. And let's see, so he does have the strip ball and the high motor, really nice pursuit, decent tackling, and nice head power. All right, you know what? I think we're actually going to make a play for Buda Baker. It's not going to be the flashiest guy, but you know what? Not all the times are going to be flashy. So let's see what we can give up for him. So we do have DJ Reader here, and let's see what that looks like. So not even close. So I do think that we're probably going to end up parting ways with some of our thirds, and that's perfectly fine because we do have a boatload of them. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to offer them a third. We're going to offer them a fifth and a seventh, but the reason why I'm doing this is because I do want to see if we could somehow get their second so that we do have a second pick. Okay, yeah, so they're not even gonna have it. So let's see right off the bat what the third overall pick does for them, and they'll just take it right off the bat. So a third round pick for our new starting free safety, Buda Baker. That's actually pretty good, guys. So 78 overall, not too shabby. He's going to be an immediate upgrade. He jumps right to the top of the starting lineup. So now we got our safeties in place. Our linebacking core is amazing, and our defensive line is pretty much really good. And just with a couple more up-and-coming pieces, it's actually not going to be too shabby. And our offensive line was definitely revamped. Our wide receivers are not too bad. We do have some pretty nice fast additions with one Amendola, who's kind of there for like the veteran guy and just to kind of make those possession catches. We have our QB of the future, and we do have our halfbacks. So all in all, I think this is actually pretty well done. And we do have Will Lutz, which he's only in his second year, so he's not too shabby. Amazing power, 96 and 87 accuracy, which is actually not too bad. So I think we've actually made a huge upgrade on this team from where we were in last season. Our offensive line was probably our biggest hole and our biggest weakness point as well. That was holding us back. It probably wouldn't allow the run game to really kick off as it should have been. But at the same time, you know, it's nothing that we could have really done. That's how the team is built. But that's why we take over the teams and we try and improve them and make them twice as good. But there we go. All right. So we're actually going to sim here and advance into the next week. And what we're going to do is we're going to make all the lineup changes towards the end of final week of the preseason. We're going to sim here through all the weekly XP just to get that locked in. And what I do love is that it does show Long Lewis up there getting 600 points XP at every jump, And believe me, guys, that is going to be a huge upgrade. That is going to go into his blocking stats, into his awareness. And we actually do win first preseason game by a whopping 42-7. Holy crap. We dominated these Atlanta Falcons. So our rushing yards was off the charts. Our passing yards, we had 20 first downs, literally 4 times the amount of first that they had. So let's check out here the QB stats. So they do have Jake Rudock, even though it is the preseason. Actually, no, our guy. Oh my God. I was actually saying I thought that the Falcons had Jake Rudock, but we have Jake Rudock who threw 5 touchdowns. Are you kidding me? Who the heck throws 5 touchdowns in the preseason against the team? He pretty much outplayed Deshaun Watson by a huge margin. But I'm not taking it too serious because it is preseason, so these stats really don't matter. But it is a good sign just to see that we do have some continuity between our backups and our starters on the field, and that we can still execute games even though our starters aren't really fully playing. So that is actually pretty nice. And Dedrick Wise, right off the bat, 2 sacks, 6 tackles, leading the team. Kevin Pierre-Louis, another guy that we have, 1 sack, 5 tackles. And Brendan Dunn, the guy that we just signed as well. So not too shabby. And Marcus Williams as well. So actually really good. Will Lutz missing that field goal attempt, not the best of signs. But like I said, it is preseason, so we can really get our hopes too high up. But actually, I'm really liking the way that we're seeing this. So preseason week 2, can we get another win? Oh, we don't. So unfortunately, we do lost 35-25 to the Saints. Not too bad. Like I said, once the regular season starts, that's really when the real stats start to matter. But let's quickly go here and just check out what our stats were. So Jake Rudock is actually playing pretty well. So 194 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and 1 sack. Deshaun Watson played fairly well for probably the first quarter that the game brings him in. And Malcolm Bond doing okay. Not really the explosive guy, right? But like I said, he is the backup. And Lamar Miller is the starter. So, wow. So Marcus Goodwin torched the Saints, even though we lost. 5 catches, 142 yards, 28.4 for an average with 2 touchdowns. And most of those yards came after the run after catch and a big old 76-yard reception. So that is absolutely amazing. And our defense did actually pretty good. Zachary Orr got 10 tackles. Carl Joseph, right off bat, does have 9 tackles, which is actually pretty sweet. And then Marcus Williams comes in third. So not too shabby. So actually pretty good, even though we do lose by 10 points. But like I said, preseason, nothing to get too excited about. But it is nice to just see our team doing well. So here we're going to be simming in to week 3. And let's see what options we do have. And let's see if we do manage to get victory. And unfortunately, we don't. Okay. So we do go 1-2. We do lose to the Patriots 35-16, even after we snag their right end, Dedrick Wise. But that's all right. Let's look at the stats and see what's going on here. So right off the bat, this is the reason why we lose. Because of the great old Tom Brady still kicking it at the age of 41, probably in this game already. 266 yards, 2 touchdowns on us, and we only sacked him once. So unfortunately, that had a huge effect. Deshaun Watson didn't play the best game, 162 yards, but a 48.3 quarterback rating, not the best of signs. Our running game was really obsolete there, and DeAndre Hopkins tried his best, and our defense just really couldn't even hold back. But not to say that that's going to be our regular season stats, but so far that is our preseason stats. So I'm going to sim here the weekly training, and as you guys do see above that, we do have to cut 15 players. So we're actually going to be going through that in the next episode and just trimming up our rosters and just seeing what people want to keep, what guys we don't. We do have the ability of the squad, which is actually really nice, and that does count as technically quote-unquote cutting a player if those younger guys, those rookies that we did sign. If we put them in here, they're still on our team. They'll slowly develop, not as much as the starters or even the backups. They'll slowly develop, but they don't take a roster spot, which is actually really, really nice. So I'm gonna leave this episode here, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm actually really excited because we do make some awesome changes and upgrades on our team. We do get our strong safety to start. We pick up some corners, get some D-line help, and on offense we didn't do too much, but that was also in the previous episode where we just revamped our offensive line and just trying to make the best team that we possibly can to go deep into the playoffs, and that's going to be our goal for this season and for this game. But our true goal is to finally win the Super Bowl, and hopefully we could bring the gold or the trophy back to Houston, Texas. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode, guys. Please remember, as always, to like, subscribe, and comment with any questions that you guys might have or any suggestions on this series or any other series in general. And as always, this is Mix of Games. Peace.